Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. Now, in today's Q&A video, we've got a ton of amazing questions and topics to go over, including the future of Grand Theft Auto Online, what looks to be coming up next, and a whole lot more. Now, all these questions today were submitted by you guys, so if you yourself want to be possibly featured in the next video, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and anytime I'm looking for Q&A questions, just be sure to use the hashtag AskBoss, and I'll be sure to find it. And like I said, you might be featured in the next Q&A video. But of course, with out of the way, let's not waste any more time, and let's get it started. Okay, so the first question we have today comes from Frost, who tweets at me, what do you think about seasons in Grand Theft Auto Online based on real time in our worlds? So he says spring, summer, autumn, and winter, hashtag AskBoss. So number one, right off the bat, that is a really, really cool idea. Now, I don't know how many other video games do this where they kind of take real world times and build them into the video game setting that you're in. And I know this is tried to have been done by modders in game. And there's several mods that you can download for Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC that will change your game into like a fall and sort of a winter-ish kind of season. I'll put some images on the screen of that right now of what that's talking about. So I think Grand Theft Auto 5, like the traditional weather that you get in game is like a mixture of spring and summer. It's just sunny Los Santos, which is obviously a parody of Los Angeles, so it's always really nice there. So number one, even if the seasons were to change, you wouldn't notice that big of a difference, especially in Los Santos. Like, you wouldn't see blizzards in the winter, and you wouldn't see really any crazy changes in the other seasons. However, I can see an issue with this because not everyone is on the same spring, summer, autumn, and winter. While it might be summer for some people, it might be winter for others in the world. So how would Rockstar keep up with that? I'm really not too sure ultimately how that would work, but I think it would be a great idea, and I wish Grand Theft Auto 5 and even Grand Theft Auto Online to an extent was more dynamic with stuff like that, whether it be seasons or whether it be things in the game that progressively change and build over time. So Frost, I think that's a cool idea. I think weather might be a little bit too hard to implement just because the way the world is and how we're all on different time zones and patterns and seasons, but I think you're heading in the right direction there, as that's a super cool idea. Okay, our next question today comes from Josh Hello, who tweets at me, hashtag AskBoss. If there is a map expansion at the final DLC, what part of the world will be added? So I'm assuming he's talking about what location, like what previous GTA location would it be, and the most likely location would be Liberty City. Now, the reason I say Liberty City is because it's the only other Grand Theft Auto city that was built in the HD universe, meaning it would be the easiest for Rockstar to remaster and add to Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto Online. So other cities like, Las Venturas, San Fierro, Vice City, they would have to be completely rebuilt because all their assets are from the 3D era, which obviously would not be acceptable for the world that we live in right now, which is all about good graphics, everything looking so pristine and nice. So Liberty City would be the most likely if we were to ever see a map expansion, although I can't say it would be my favorite just because we had been recently there in GTA 4. I definitely think the other three cities I mentioned, San Fierro, Las Venturas, Vice City, would be much better map expansion remasters, but the most likely one is no doubt Liberty City. That's a great segue into our next question, which comes from DanAPOD, who tweets at me, hashtag AskBoss. Do you think the last DLC will be a map expansion? Very simple question, but I thought that was a really nice follow-up right there. So to give you my simple answer, I'm not sure. And I think this has to tie into the rumors that have come out recently about Grand Theft Auto Online that stated that its last two updates will be paid map expansions. So honestly, I'm not too sure. And that really ties into another question, which was asked to me by Kevin AK, who tweets to me, out of all the rumors on the future updates, which ones do you think are true? And when do you think we can expect one? So those kind of go hand in hand because Danae was talking about the last DLC, which was supposed to be a map expansion. This guy's talking about, are any of these true? And honestly, I don't know what to believe. The guy's name on the GTA forums, as I talked about, was Soft Secrets. I don't know if he's looking for attention, which he certainly got, or I don't know if he has anything worthy of reporting on, if it's being true or not. To me personally, I think that his information was a little bit too far-fetched in terms of what was provided and in terms of what he said. I mean, he basically predicted all the updates from 2017 to 2018, which is a long, long time. I'm not even sure if Rockstar has that mapped out yet, and this guy claims to know everything about those 2 updates, or those 2 years of updates, I should say, for GTA Online. So I really have no idea. Do I think the last DLC will be a map expansion? I'm really not too sure. Would I be disappointed if the last Grand Theft Auto Online DLC was a map expansion? Absolutely not, because I think that would be incredible. There's so many different possibilities we could get with a map expansion. Not only a new location, new setting, possibly new characters, new cars, new missions, new guns, new places to explore. There's a lot of possibilities there and a lot of great potential. So yeah, I do see that as being amazing. Will it be the last GTA Online DLC? I have absolutely no idea. And is it going to line up with the rumors that were predicted earlier in the week? I have no clue either. The more I think about it, the more I'm getting skeptical, just because it seems like way too much information for him to provide, and for it to be 100% accurate, I think is extremely unlikely. Moving on, that's kind of another great segue to another question, which comes from Mystic Moose 72, who tweets at me, since Yan said we are only getting updates till spring of 2017, what DLCs do you think Rockstar have left for us? Hashtag AskBoss. So if indeed that is the correct date, spring 2017, when free updates will end, that basically means we've got about 6 to 9 months left of content in Grand Theft Auto Online, because August is almost up right now, which means we have September, October, November, December, and then we've kind of got January, February, March, April, May. That would give us 9 months, and that's basically the end of spring right there. So I'm not sure. As far as 2016 goes, I can see us having 2 or 3 more big DLCs. And then as far as 2017 goes, I can see us having, once again, 2 or 3 more big DLCs. So that's my gut prediction right there, that if the spring 2017 date is legit, and if it's real, that we've got about maybe 5 or 6 more DLCs left in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I certainly don't think that's a bad thing at all. In fact, it's pretty balanced. I know some people will be sad, including myself, if that is the case and that content is ending in spring of 2017. But basically, it means that each platform has gotten 2 years of content. The old generation got about 2 years, and the next generation in PC got about 2 years of exclusive content. So I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Do I wish Grand Theft Auto Online content would go on forever and Rockstar could keep creating these amazing updates? Yes, because I love GTA Online. But if it is going to come to an end in 2017, hopefully Rockstar go out with a bang and create a great deal of content to at least lead us up to that point. This next question comes from Vinay Modi, who tweets at me, why do you think the biker DLC is delayed? Hashtag AskBoss. So I have a hard time once again calling this DLC a delay, because there's been no official announcement by Rockstar. So we really can't call this a delay. We can call it a delay of our expectation of this biker rumor, but there hasn't been anything officially confirmed by Rockstar. Yan said it was delayed because of issues that they were working on. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that means. Issues could be fixing content that they had wanted to include in the update. It could also mean adding new content. It could be changing some features or changing some details that they had originally planned. And I also stated in my video that this isn't necessarily a bad thing, and that Rockstar was probably just polishing the product that they were going to provide. And honestly, if it means waiting another week or two, I'm totally fine with Rockstar putting a better, superior product out in Grand Theft Auto Online for us to enjoy. So those are probably the reasons why it was delayed, although once again, it's not really a delay because they never announced anything in the first place, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Our next question comes from GamerZ, who tweets me, will Rockstar ever allow us to mod single player on the current consoles like Bethesda with Fallout 4 and the upcoming Skyrim remaster? Hashtag AskBoss. So that's a good question. A lot of games have been doing that recently, console mods. However, Rockstar have never been totally in love with mods. Obviously, they allow it on PC and they support it. They clearly don't in Grand Theft Auto Online, and they're not like the biggest fans of it. So console modding takes a lot of, I guess, process to do, because when you mod on PC, you do a lot of the things yourself, installing, checking it, making sure it works. If you do that on console, that responsibility falls on Rockstar, Sony, and Microsoft. So unfortunately, in this life cycle of Grand Theft Auto Online, I don't see that happening, just because it's such an old game now, and I don't think it would be worth it for those console developers to try and do that. Our next question comes from Ofek, who tweets at me, why do you think Rockstar create all kinds of detailed interiors that are not meant to be seen. Hashtag Ask Boss. So he's talking about the Bahama Mamas nightclub, Tequila La, all the different interiors that we have, like the Life Invader that was only used for one mission, the aircraft carrier that was only used for one heist mission. So I'm not sure why Rockstar do this. That's kind of my hope for like the last Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, is that Rockstar kind of let us go out with a bang, and like they just open up all the interiors for us to use and to go inside, and they kind of give us like a sandbox mode, because right now there's so many amazing buildings and places to go in Grand Theft Auto Online, but they're all kind of cut off. We can't go inside unless we're a part of that specific mission that allows us to enter. So bottom line, I don't know why Rockstar, use their time to create these interiors for one mission. It doesn't really make sense to me, and I don't think it makes sense for us to be locked out either, especially because there's a lot of cool things we could do in there, and we could just hang out with our friends, create cool snapmatics. I think it would be a great time, so hopefully you are right, and eventually down the road, hopefully they will update those and let us go inside. All right, and our final question today comes from Marcus McFly, who tweeted me, what do you expect from Rockstar Games at PSM, hashtag Ask Boss. So PlayStation meeting, that's the hashtag for PSM. And what do I expect from Rockstar? I have no clue. The only thing we know so far is that PlayStation Insider, if you can see my air quotes there, kind of tweeted that Rockstar was going to be there. And this could be a handful of things. It could be an announcement for a Grand Theft Auto 5 expansion, GTA Online expansion. It could be Rockstar's next game. It could be some information about what they're doing next in 2017. Who knows? That information is going to be coming out soon, though, because the PlayStation meeting is on September 7th. So we'll all be waiting for that. And of course, if anything new does come out, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated and report on any Rockstar information that has come out. But anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Once again, if you want to get involved in the next one, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.